No.
Hey, welcome to Wagering with the Wives, Season 3, Episode 17. Should have been 18, but we'll discuss that later.
Yeah. Well, it's
every
technically
good streak comes to an end. Do you think us breaking our streak of every week is more like the Cal Ripken Jr. streak or the Brett Favre streak?
Ooh.
I mean, we are kind of like the Iron Man show.
We are. I got to get this logo off your face, Brian.
I kind of like it.
We're just having some technical difficulties. There we go. Now we don't even have a logo. Yeah.
There we go. It's back. All right. So, sorry to our listener. We didn't record last week for the first time in 3 years. The Malidi family, we were sick. Like, we've done the show before. One of us is sick or one of us was sick. The Moles missed one show, but it was so bad. Danielle and I could not.
I mean, you guys couldn't even text. It was so bad.
Have I ever missed a show?
No, you're an Iron Man.
I feel like, sometimes I leave for long periods of time during the show.
Mentally, you leave the show sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes I physically leave, and sometimes mentally I'm just sitting here.
We do apologize. There was a point, all four of us had between 101 and 103 degree fevers at the same time.
Wow.
Like no one could take care of anybody. It was pretty bad.
The kids couldn't even take care of you guys because they were sick.
No.
Zombie apocalypse. I like your.
It was bad. It was bad. So, but anyway, thank you guys for being flexible. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year. I do want to share something, a similar sentiment that the Merlin brought up about. We visited with them and we were laughing at Brian because he bought a gift or two that he wanted some ownership from to his daughter. He's like, I don't want Santa to get credit for this, correct, Mole?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting there Christmas morning and fucking Santa's getting all the love, Brian.
Oh man.
And I know exactly.
I don't like it.
No, I know exactly what you're feeling. It's terrible. And they're like, oh, Santa got me this, Santa got me that. I'm like, motherfucker, your mom and I bought everything. Your mom wrapped everything.
No.
But then I'm sitting there going, you know what? Brian's on to something. He is on to something.
Hey, you know how we say we record the show for our kids to watch someday?
Yeah.
This is going to be the episode.
Yeah.
When they're 30 years old. They figure out there's no Santa.
Breaks the news.
When they listen to this episode.
Man, I feel for you though, Brian.
We're going to have to put a warning on this one that it's not kid friendly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So make sure you get like a banner that goes across.
I did add the teams that our bets are playing this week. That was a feedback from you guys 2 weeks ago.
Oh, good.
Good, yeah.
I'd like to dive into the I told you snow, but it was literally 2 weeks ago.
So who cares?
Who cares? But I will say this, you guys, the bird is at a 67% winning percentage.
Awesome.
She picks the Lions money line every week.
Well, she's picked it once, twice, 3 times.
It's my new team. It's my new team. Yep. It's my new team.
So Merlin's at 40% and I'm at 27%.
Have I hit like 15 yet?
You're at 20%. You're not too far behind me.
Oh man, could she? If you missed the last 2 weeks and the Mole gets the next 2 weeks, could she tie you?
100%. 100%.
She beat
and
you?
if I end up tying the Mole or losing the Mole, I'm done with football.
We're just
You're
retiring. You're retiring.
I'm done. I've had enough. I actually cashed out my Upside app the other day and had some parlays that I thought I was going to hit, and I didn't. So now I'm back to 0.
Oh.
So there goes my Upside gas tank fill-ups for the last 4 months.
No Christmas miracles for you.
No Christmas miracles.
I have a bad beat parlay story.
Oh, go ahead. Want to hear it?
Did
it's a bad one, Mole.
7-legger for $25 to pay. It's all kind of long shot touchdown scores to pay $42,000.
Oh my God.
So the first 4 hit. it offers me a cash out at 580, and I take it.
$580?
And then leg number 5 and 6 hit.
No. Was your butt puckering?
Yeah, so I'm literally watching the 7th leg, like rooting for it not to hit, because I don't think I would have been able to sleep that night if I
Oh my god.
cashed out a $42,000 bet. But
so who was the player that didn't hit the whole parlay?
Shakur.
Oh,
touchdown.
Bills.
But if he would have waited to cash out, he would have been in the thousands.
Yeah, probably
when
Wow.
5 and 6 hit.
Probably could have cashed that and went out at 5 or 10.
Wow. I don't know, man. I'm a huge fan of a bird in the hand is worth more than 2 in the bush.
Yeah, I mean, up 580 on a $25 bet. It's not a bad payout.
It's not. It's not.
Wow.
Oh,
What would you have bought with that money, Mole?
I would have quit my job.
That's your salary for the
Yeah.
year.
I would have taken a year sabbatical.
Because you need it. You need it.
Yeah.
I would have allowed it.
Yeah,
So
approved.
funny.
Man, Brian, that's a lot of whip, dude. If you hit that.
I know.
You know, it's almost worth it. Like maybe there's like a new strategy next season where you budget $20 a week, $5 anytime touchdown parlays, however you mix it up.
I mean, what it comes down to Shakur not catching a touchdown. I mean, one of these is bound to hit.
Sure,
one of
that's
these
that's what
weeks
I'm,
for me.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I mean, I don't know. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
So yeah, that's a bad beat though. Bad beat. Well, hey, speaking of good beats, what are our picks for this week? We got 2 more weeks left of the regular season. We got this week and the next. Then we're in the playoffs, which the Cardinals didn't make, but the Packers are going to make. Congratulations, Brian.
Thank you.
So Mole, what's your pick of the week?
So I am picking the
You're waiting for it
Raiders.
to scroll. I know exactly what you're doing. For those of you listening on Spotify, she was waiting for the banner to scroll on the screen.
It had just passed. I'm picking the Raiders against the Saints.
Got it. Any
And
particular
they're playing
reason
at the
why?
Saints. No, I just really didn't like any of the games. I didn't want to do obviously didn't want to do a big plus because I'm trying to win.
Sure.
I didn't want to do just an absolute blowout game that was, minus 500.
Did you pick
Right.
it because you said, "Hey Brian, who's going to win, the Saints or the Raiders?" And I said
No.
the Raiders.
No, I sometimes ask him and say, "Are we sure this team's going to beat this team?" Just to make sure that the lines are correct.
There you go. Are we sure, Brian? Oh, there's the ghost of the flu right
Brian's the one to blame.
there. All right, Bird, who are you going with?
I'm doing the Lions money line.
You know, you're turning into the Brian of the Packers picks over here.
It's my new team. I'm rooting for him.
Well, yeah, okay.
I like Dan. I like the coach. I like the players.
Mm-hmm.
Go Lions.
You're not worried about it being a trap game in San Francisco?
No.
They've already got everything locked up at 13-2.
Niners suck.
They're not doing, yeah.
All right, Merlin, who you going with?
Jets plus 9.5 at Buffalo.
Wow, that's a big plus.
Yeah,
I'm talking from a line perspective.
yeah. I think Aaron's going to play well the last couple of weeks because he doesn't want to get cut by a teenager.
No, God, no. God,
Which
no.
I don't think we've talked about that story yet on the show.
No, but
I don't
let's.
even think it's-
Yeah, I want you to bring that
Airwave.
up here in a second. I'm going with Carolina plus 8.5. It's a divisional game against Tampa Bay, and the Carolina Panthers. I hate to say it, they didn't look terrible against the Cardinals. I feel like I don't know, they got nothing to prove, but they could certainly upset some of the Buccaneers' playoff hopes. Oh, and quick side note. Our legal counsel, Grant Sahag, was the guest 2 weeks ago. Just to throw him a bone, he did hit his bet, which was Cincinnati -3. And
Nice.
Cincinnati destroyed the Titans 2 weeks ago. So huge props to Grant. Nice pick.
We still have Council Sahag's funds too.
We do?
I didn't get all 4 approvals on the
Oh,
Which is
9.
good because that would have lost, right?
It did lose. Well, I
Yeah.
used personal funds on it.
Mm.
Don't have to do that. You're never going to get a response from me. I mean, I sometimes black out and I don't. Yeah.
She does.
Sorry.
I just
I'm sorry.
ignore all the texts.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do too.
All right. So Brian, what's this show or story you wanted to tell us?
Oh, so there's been a lot of stories coming out about the Woody Johnson's grandson, who's 17 years old, making a lot of personnel decisions and executive decisions for the management of the team.
Yes.
One of these being in the off season, the Jets were about to pull the trigger on a trade for Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
And grandson Johnson put a kibosh on the trade because Jerry Judy's Madden rating was too low.
I got a cough.
That's funny.
Oh my God, that's pathetic. And the grandfather listened to him.
Yeah, and so Aaron's referencing this story on Tuesday on McAfee, saying
I'm telling you,
he's never been released before in his career, and he's also never been released by a teenager.
Do you think that the conspiracy theory of anti-vax A-Rod joined the Jets to bury the Jets because of Johnson & Johnson creating one of the COVID vaccines?
I mean, I think it's a good conspiracy.
I think
and Aaron Rodgers likes conspiracies.
Yeah. I think it's a good one. I don't know if it's true or not, but it is a fun one to believe.
It is a fun one.
So, speaking of A-Rod, Bird, what did you think of A-Rod's Enigma Netflix special?
I liked it.
Did you guys watch it?
Oh, I loved it.
I have a lot of respect for him now.
Oh, so you like him more?
I do. I thought he was getting a little weird, but you know what? He's just an individual. I like him. I see why you have your crush on him, B.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
He seeks to understand, which is my buddy Merlin. Merlin seeks to understand. He doesn't sit there and talk about the caterpillar having wings all of a sudden and turning into a butterfly while he's buzzing on ayahuasca. But
yeah,
Merlin does seek to understand. What was your favorite part in that series, Bird?
I don't know. I like when he explains some of his press conference, like when he gets drugged through the mud, and yeah, I just thought he gave a good representation of himself.
Okay.
I liked the episode on the ayahuasca trip
when he went to Costa Rica.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was sweating just thinking about him in there. It was that sauna with all those rocks, and they just kept adding more, and it was I was getting hot for him.
I'll tell you what, though, it seems like a lot of it stems from his childhood, and you know, his parents pushing. I don't remember what the religion was, but you know, him questioning a lot of that, and I don't know. He just has a lot of questions. I can't blame the guy. So anyway.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Anyways, it was good.
So Wagering with the Wives endorses the watching of Enigma.
We do.
Yeah.
Potential sponsor, Netflix?
Yes, potential sponsor.
Oh, great transition, Mole. Sorry if you have this, but as you guys know, Netflix had 2 NFL games yesterday, which was a first time in history. LeBron James has been quoted saying, "The NBA owns Christmas." I don't think so, King James. Listen to this. So, yesterday, each game roughly had 24.2, 24.3 million viewers.
Wow.
The best viewed NBA game yesterday, 8 million.
That's crazy.
Each football game had 3 times the viewers. They hit an all-time high of 27 million during the halftime with Beyonce.
Man.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, and I think Barkley came out and said the NBA needs to start after Christmas. They cannot compete with football anymore.
Oh, like total, the season needs to start after Christmas? Wow.
They said that we cannot compete with college and NFL.
Wow.
It's too much football happening.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone could compete with the NFL. I remember when I was doing research for our Cardinals partnership a couple years ago. I forget the year or whatever, but the absolute worst Thursday night football game that season was like Browns Panthers, shittiest game on the card, worst tuned in NFL game. That game still had more viewers than Game 7 of the NBA championship that year.
Wow.
So just the power of the NFL. What are you thinking about there, Bert? I see you looking up and around. You okay? Are you with us?
I'm watching.
She's watching TV.
Oh, let's turn the TV off and stay
Are you looking-
focused. We
are you
haven't
looking
done
at-
a show in 2 weeks.
Are you looking at the clock?
She's got a timer countdown.
Can we at least get 40 minutes out of you here,
I'm
Bert?
sorry. Yeah, I was. You
Yeah,
know,
we should-
when
we've got
the
a
Alexa
double.
shows all your photos.
Yeah, let's just turn it off there. I bought the Bird a new lap desk. That's what she's utilizing. As you can tell, she's in
Nice.
a new location. It's got
I'll
room
have
for
to leave the couch. We've
all right
literally been
there.
on this couch, I feel like, for a week.
I've got a rocking chair now.
Ooh,
Yeah.
look at that, you guys. Are you a rocking chair guy, Merlin?
I am tonight.
Nice. That's what I love to hear. That's what I love to hear. All right, Mo, what do you got for us? What's another juicy story?
So I was watching some videos about a couple of different players. One of them, the most recent, was Jalen Hurts, and how he wore his cleats that were not team approved, not the team colors. They were special Jordan cleats that like the brand made him, Nike made him, and obviously got fined because he's wearing something he's not allowed to.
Oh boy.
But Nike pays the fee. They pay the fine for him. And a few weeks ago, same thing happened. Jamar Chase,
Yep.
he did a touchdown celebration where he wiped the ball like a baby's butt.
Yep.
And Dude Wipes paid it because they have an endorsement with him.
Yep.
So they're saying that's the new thing. People are going to be doing touchdowns, wearing stuff. They don't care because the company will pay it.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's crazy. And the NFL's pissed because
Because
these
they're not getting
companies
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not going to get any cuts of that.
exactly. And then all money that's fined goes to charity anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's hitting their bottom line.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm
That's a good
sure
one.
the NFL will figure out some sort of way to get their cut of it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. They're not going to let any
100%.
money slide through their fingers.
Yeah. Or they'll penalize the team. So the team
Yeah.
has to pay. The teams will be pissed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good one.
About these endorsements that the players have outside of the NFL. Yeah.
Brian, do you use any kind of butt wipe or any kind of dude wipe, or use just straight toilet paper?
TV.
Just straight up.
Yeah.
You guys have a butt spray at your house?
We did it the old one. Not at the
You
new
didn't take it
house.
with you?
Didn't make the move.
We like disconnected it, but never. We either tossed it or never reinstalled. I can't even remember.
Man, I can't. I hate traveling anymore because I don't have my butt sprayer with me. And they have a travel butt sprayer. Have you seen it?
No.
That's
like a-
disgusting.
It's like a pump, and you fill it with water, and then you spray it underneath.
Please don't.
Oh, that's like what
You-
women have to use when they give birth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
The
should have
little funnel.
You should
Yeah.
have a little potty kit for travel, like you do your electronics with the squatty potty and the sprayer.
I do have a travel squatty potty.
That's
I
nice.
just need a travel butt sprayer. I got to figure that out.
Gross.
But then I don't want it to spray on my hand, and that goes. But anyway,
Travel butt sprayer potential.
So
potential sponsor.
I have two stories that I really didn't get to read fully through because I'm on my phone today, and if I go read the article, you won't be able to see me.
Sure.
And we want YouTube to see me.
Yeah.
Did you guys
It's
see
really
this?
zoomed in, by the way.
Oh, is it?
You look good.
You look
I like
great.
your sweatshirt.
I feel like I'm holding my phone like extremely far away too.
They got short arms.
Is that a
Um,
Christmas present?
It is. It's a new Matt LaFleur shirt.
Nice.
Nice.
All pictures
Right
of
on
him.
your.
You got
Right on
LaFleur
your-
right on that
Oh
right
my
titty there. Jeez.
Our coach is hotter than yours.
Did you see the story or the game or something where Zach Ertz and Nick Sirianni had to be like separated by Eagles security
What?
after a game?
No.
I know. Can someone Google it?
Well, and Zach Ertz is on the
Commanders. Yeah. And so that security guy for the Eagles, that famous one, Big
Yeah, the-
Dom or
Oh,
something.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who had to like separate them.
So what do you want me to Google here?
Just Google both their names. I'm sure it'll come up. I mean, I could pull up my phone, but I'll lose
No,
my
we can't have
screen.
Okay.
Live reporting. Stories
How do
coming
you
at you.
how do you even share the screen or present? That's right. Share screen. I don't know how you do this, Mole, so quickly.
You don't need to share your screen. Just read the story.
Can
Do
you
a
guys
flip
see my
it.
screen?
Not sure what we're gonna read on the screen.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you on Spotify, I pulled up a Zach Ertz.
The headline reads just about word for word of what the mole said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's coming in the driveway?
No. Oh.
We've got a commercial
This morning,
playing
there
now.
was a story that came out reporting that Zach Ertz took exception to a comment that Nick Sirianni made regarding his
Ooh.
game performance, and things got a little heated, and it was an interesting interaction between Ertz and Sirianni at the end of the
All right,
game.
they're shaking
So much so
hands.
that the Eagles' chief of security, Big Dom, had
Dom.
to get in between the two and separate the
Separating
two.
them.
And
Ertz is
since
yelling
Nick
at Sirianni.
has reached out to Zach Ertz and apologized for him, but this was on the heels of the Eagles getting defeated by the Washington Commanders. You can see here, Zach Ertz highlighted he is going for a high five of his former coach, Nick Sirianni, because he spent his fair share of time with the Eagles, and
And just
Sirianni
walks
says
off.
something as they're passing by,
Oh,
and Zach Ertz kind of does a double take. He turns around, he says, "What did you say?"
what'd you
You
say?
can see Sirianni was then going over to Zach Ertz to hash things out as the camera is still focused on Dan Quinn. So there is very limited video of this, but it was reported just earlier this morning that this interaction happened, and now we're getting
Ooh.
some video of the fallout.
Juicy. That is juicy right there.
Yeah.
Poor camera shooting.
Yeah.
I know. Whoever's on the camera that night screwed themselves. Hope they
Yeah,
get fired.
the cameraman needs to find a new job.
Yeah.
He's probably the former Jumbotron operator.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my God. Season 1, episode 2.
Moment of silence. Yeah.
Wow. Jeez.
Yeah. The other story I just read about my one and only Matt LaFleur. He fucking hates it when the Packer fans start doing the wave in the stands on the 4th down.
Really?
Yes, he is like screaming on the sidelines, "What is wrong with our fans?" There's video of him. Why are they doing this?
Why does he hate it so much?
I guess it's distracting. He just hates it.
Brian, do you have any
He doesn't
insight?
he doesn't know why.
Nope.
I mean, I don't
Yes,
love
ma'am.
doing the wave when I'm at a game.
Yeah. I get too stressed. What if I stand too early? What if I stand too late? The wave's
And like
already gone.
when does it finally end? Who ends it?
Yeah.
It's a whole
Section-
thing.
Yeah. I
Waves are
know.
more for baseball games because you need something to do.
That's true.
True.
It is boring.
I agree.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard at baseball games because it's got to like skip the outfield or like there's no fans.
The stadium's empty.
Yeah. And it's got to like jump over. But the waves, I think the
Let's
waves
put
play
the
out.
wave to bed.
Yeah, I'm done with the wave.
Start it
Actually,
here.
whenever we're at a sporting event, I don't think the bird and I participate. We sit
No.
there and we
No.
in protest.
Well, and I usually have a beer and food in my hands. I can't do anything else.
No.
I'm not going to risk my popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
Mm-mm.
$20 tub of popcorn. Speaking of, did you guys hear about Matt Ishbia and the Phoenix Suns?
I did.
They're doing a $2 menu at Footprint Center. You can basically get a 16-ounce Coke, a 16-ounce water, popcorn, chips, and a hot dog, all for $2. So you
That's
can feed
crazy.
each. You can feed a family of 4 for $28.
And it's all their regular size. They're not sizing down,
Yeah.
right?
Nope.
Because I don't want the little mini hot dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
Nope.
I want the
stadium?
skinny
Which
thing.
stadium is this?
America West Arena, Footprint Center.
Let's go.
Yeah. Phoenix Suns games. So I'm
Yeah.
repping the Suns today, right there.
The other thing that happened a couple weeks ago, and maybe you can explain this like actual play to me because I didn't really understand it, is in the last time this happened was 1976, and then it again happened a couple weeks ago by the Chargers. They did the fair catch where they like kick it and then it's a fair catch. It's so rare that it ever happens. That was the last time it happened was
Yeah, I
1976.
don't remember. Brian, do you remember that?
What?
Brian doesn't. What happened, Mole? I
This is a
vaguely
good.
remember.
This is a good show. This.
Yeah.
Bert, do you remember that?
No.
I remember them making the joke like Bill Belichick was smiling somewhere because it was like an old rule,
Yeah.
and was it on an onside kick? And they called fair catch on an onside kick.
Maybe. I just can't.
remember.
I didn't really understand it all. I just know that it was like a huge deal that it happened.
Yeah, I don't. I wish. Sorry, that one fly. I don't know.
There's
But
another hard hitting story for you guys
I know
that
we're so good at this.
we don't
show.
know.
Your camera went out, Mole. Just a heads up.
Oh,
Did you guys, Brian? What'd you think of the fake play, the fake fumble Rooski by the Lions?
Oh, the fake stumble.
Yeah, the fake stumble.
Love that play.
That was awesome.
Like he's faking the stumble. The running back is fake diving. like he's
Yes,
stumbling, and then bam, end zone.
to
Sam
Laporta. Oh my god.
Don't you
Dude.
think they should have saved that though? I mean, why waste it?
I agree, but I'm just excited to see what they bring out for the playoffs.
Right.
You think that's a risky fake play, or just
No.
very creative?
I think it's just very creative. But to Bird's point, do you save it for the playoffs when you need a touchdown
mm-hmm.
instead of wasting it on a regular season game when you've already got everything locked up?
What happens if you actually stumble during the fake stumble?
Do you stumble and fumble?
Yeah, you're probably at least then the running back's already diving.
Yeah, he's ready to go. He's right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, hopefully there is one thing you do know, and it's the favorite part of the show. Wives, what is it? Are you guys ready? Brian, are you
Ready.
Right.
Wives, what is a comeback route? What is a comeback route?
It's when you rerun a play that didn't work and you get your comeback.
Oh, okay. So it's like a redo?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They don't think you're going to do it again because it didn't work. You're going to do it again.
Right.
And you got them.
All right. You got him right by the balls. Bird, what
Yep.
what is a comeback route?
It's where they make up the yardage that they lost on the previous play.
To come back.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Good guesses.
Both solid answers.
I think it sounds real. I think actually this is one of the best.
We didn't even have you use it in a sentence.
I know. That's when you know. I actually learned on this one because I always thought, actually, let me ask Merlin. Merlin, what is a comeback route?
It's a wide receiver route where he runs out, usually like 10 yards, and then runs back towards the line of scrimmage.
Okay. So that's what I thought too, Brian. I thought it was coming back to the quarterback, right? Brian was right. Runs out about 10, 15 yards, but then it's a 45-degree angle to the sideline. That's an actual comeback route. And it's used at the end of the second half or the end of the game, to stop the clock. Because when they fall out of bounds, it stops the clock. So they'll call a lot of comeback routes.
They run a 45-degree angle
to the sideline.
back towards the line of scrimmage.
No, it's not towards the
degree angle towards
to
the end zone.
It's a 45-degree angle. So basically it's a straight post, and then it's a comeback 45-degree angle to the sideline.
Huh. We never would have got that.
Yeah. I always thought it was back to the quarterback, so I actually learned on that one too.
I've got one tonight.
I like our answer better.
Okay. Oh, go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
What is a scoop and score?
Mm.
Hmm.
When you scoop the ball up and run and you score.
It's pretty good. What happens before you scoop up the ball?
Someone dropped it and you scooped it
was
up.
a fumble. They scooped it and scored.
Wow. I like it.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
All right. Ladies
Every now and then you got to give them a layup.
Okay.
Yeah.
That way we
Else they
feel
won't-
good.
They won't,
Yeah.
they won't want to keep playing.
Speaking of layups, Brian, it's been 2 weeks now. Please tell me you have a husband flag of the week for the last 2 weeks during the holiday season.
I don't even know how to narrow it down.
Trying to think. I mean, there's definitely been flags. I'm just trying to think of what one. Like
Little remnants of the flu right there, Bird.
Sorry. Yeah, you guys probably have had a few. I've had a lot. Yeah.
Well, I've got one from 2 weeks ago that I was going to bring up on that show. We've got bulk pickup here at our house, where it's like the first Tuesday of every month. They pick up large trash with a crane and a special garbage truck.
Yeah.
Well, my dad has been hoarding all this material because he doesn't have bulk pickup at his house. Well, my dad drops off all the bulk pickup in front of our house like days in advance, completely not necessary, before we have everyone over for Mason's birthday. Well, the bird flips out that we're going to have all these people at our house, and now there's all this trash.
We
in the
look
front
like
yard.
hillbillies. Like,
Yeah. So
fucking
now she's mad at me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, fuck, let me call my dad. And this was
And
all within an hour. So I
And
call
tell
my
him to
dad.
take it back.
Oh, yeah. So I call my
Yeah.
dad. I go, hey, did you already drop the trash off? He goes, oh, yeah, me and Bill, we already dropped it off. It's already there. It's already done. I go, oh, my God. I go, okay, thanks. He goes, why? What's the problem? I go, well, the bird wants the front of the house to look good when everyone comes over for Mason's birthday party. And he goes, yep, sorry, it's already out there. Like, great. This is awesome. So then I get home before the bird, and there's about there's a burn barrel, there's a barbecue, there's 2 propane heaters. I mean, just a ton of shit.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, a person with a truck comes
Swings by.
swings by. Thank God picked it all up, because she was going to make me move it all to the side of the house.
I was.
So you guys are lucky. They switched City of Phoenix. We don't have bulk pickup anymore. We have to call and schedule it.
Ugh.
Each individual person.
Oh, that's
So like
terrible.
gone are the days when someone's going to swing by and pick up the stuff on your curb because they don't know when you're doing it.
Right.
What about like tarping it? Would that have been a solution?
No. He was gonna go move each individual item.
It was a lot.
I
My dad-
wasn't not gonna have my house look like that.
Yeah. So needless to say, I was in trouble for about 2 hours.
You
Until
lucked out
these-
though.
Angels in a 1991 Chevy Silverado dually with a giant metal
Trailer,
rack and
yeah.
a dog shit trailer swung by and made their 12-year-old kid load it onto the trailer.
I know. Our kids are yelling out the window, "Thank you."
And I'm just wiping my brow because that flag of the week was coming in hot.
Birds out there paying them for taking it.
Oh, I was pissed.
Showed him her niblets.
She's like, here's $40 each. Thanks, guys.
Yes, take
Yeah.
it.
So, Brian, have you thought of one, or are you good? Are there any scabs you want to pick?
No. Maybe
He's
after we
tired.
check the mailbag, I'll have one.
All right, let's check the mailbag. Let's fire up the mailbag.
I'm trying
Okay,
to think
I
of
gotta go
one that-
black on the screen.
I've got
Oh.
some, but I'm trying to think of one that's appropriate.
I gotta go black.
I'm gone for a minute while I sign in. I got a new phone, so I have to sign in.
Oh,
Why did you get a new phone and your husband hasn't gotten a new phone?
I don't know. It took me 2 days to transfer my stuff.
Can't
Don't
both-
say that.
both
He's
afford a
nervous.
new phone.
Yeah.
There we go.
I was this close to getting Frank.
Moles,
What?
once the moles is paid off, I'll upgrade.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, in 3
Yeah.
years.
So full of shit.
Okay, we're in.
WageringWithTheWives@gmail.com.
Nice. Okay. Sorry I didn't send these sooner. Creed was so sick. 100% we're seeing him next time they come to Arizona.
Oh, God. Michael
Scott
Berry.
Stapp was just the right amount of preachy, and the band rocked. They really made you wait for the only 4 songs everyone knows, but boy, it was special. Totally worth driving 6 hours to Pennsylvania and
Oh,
back. Merry
God.
Creed, miss.
Oh, that's
That is
hilarious.
Funny.
What a good dude.
yeah.
That's-
I mean,
That
I've
was
been
it? That was the
seeing
only
Creed a
email?
lot.
That's the only email.
Merry
Sorry.
Creed miss.
Oh, that's funny. I'll tell you what. I don't know. Maybe because we were talking about Creed for 2 weeks straight, they started entering in my algorithm
Oh yeah.
for Instagram, and I was getting all these hilarious Creed videos of like, all the New Balance shoes at all the concerts and stuff,
Yeah.
like the dad shoes. and I was just lighting that kid up with all these Creed videos. It was pretty funny.
That's great.
But anyway, all right. Was there anything else here? It's good to see your guys' faces. Thank you for tuning in for episode 17.
Glad you guys are alive and made
Yeah.
it through the flu.
We did.
miss you guys.
Welcome
Yeah, we
back
miss
to
you guys.
Zombie Apocalypse.
Thank you very
Brian,
much.
are you sleeping under those glasses?
I will be as soon as we
Almost.
put on the
He's
cheers.
resting his eyes.
The cheers theme.
Oh yeah, here we go. All right, Mo, bring it home, baby girl.
All right, thanks for listening. Season 3, episode 17. We'll be back next week as
We
long as
will
everyone's
be.
healthy.
As long as everyone's healthy. Wagering with the Wives. We are out.